Okay, let's walk and talk. We are in the paddock with Kalinka. It's day after the Grand Prix. We're gonna, round reviews. Just gonna walk off. Got better things to do. But before we do, of course, we gotta review something. This is actually not a whiskey. Sorry, don't complain in the comments. I don't care. This is Long Ball. This is started by a buddy of mine. This is a hard lemon iced tea. It's awesome. He also has another flavor that he just came out with that is a ginger tea with grape and lime, which is really good. But yeah, Dennis, he does great stuff. It's literally like, it's an iced tea with lemonade. And it's hard. It's super. I mean, it just tastes like you took, iced tea and lemonade and a little bit of alcohol and put it together. It's not like a lot of those craft cocktails or those hard seltzers where it tastes really fake. This stuff, Dennis does a really good job, and it's perfect for like a golf game or like, just hanging out. It's super. I really highly recommend it. As Kalinka's eating, let's talk about the rounds. All right, here we go. $1 Million Grand Prix. Here's the first fence. Nice ramped oxer to get us into the course. Fence 2 wall. Very big wall. Need to get straight, support it. A little bit of a gap. 7 after was nice and flowing. Fence 3. And then we wanted to do inside 8 to fence 4, but it didn't look right in my eye, so I did 9. No problem. And then I did a nice quick turn back for the time to the triple bar. I got a little bit long and forward to the triple bar. I mean, good for the triple bar, but hard on this 4 here. A little bit of a right drift because of how hard we had to pull. And then because of that right drift and that I had to add to this oxer. So now I've added in 2 lines. I need to make up time. The time allowed was quite tight. So you see galloping away here, which is a bit risky, but I had to do it because I'm coming in now to the triple combination. It's vertical oxer, very delicate. Whoa, and then kick because the back rail is very far away, but Kalinka skips through it. She does combinations so great. 6 there, a little bit steady, but less steady than it walked because coming off of C, the oxer. This turn was really important to get the jump, a nice forward jump. So the 4 was less forward because it was quite forward to a very delicate plank. And then inside track 8, again, to go forward at this oxer. So that the 5 here was less forward to make the combination more easier to jump. Skipped through there nice and easy. Inside track 8 to the last. Kalinka she was on rails tonight. All right, so $1 Million Grand Prix, and it was a big one. The track was big. There was a ton of great horse rider combinations. And coming in, we came in on fresh legs because I hadn't shown Kalinka since the very end of September when we did Barcelona. So 2 months of no showing, and, being fresh is a good thing. But also, if you hadn't shown in a while, there's a bit of uncertainty because you haven't shown in a while. That automatic stuff does go away after a period of time. And so there's a bit of unknown there. But I've had Kalinka forever, and once I got in the groove, she was amazing. So, jump clear in the first round. The track was big. There was a very tight time allowed that caught out a bunch of riders, and also had some riders had some rails because they're pushing to get under the time allowed with a horse that's not naturally that fast. And I was so happy. She felt it was one of the best feeling rounds because it just felt so automatic. It felt so easy. It felt like if you to steal a racing term, it felt like she was bolted on rails. As they say in racing, the car felt like it was on rails. You couldn't send the back out. You couldn't understeer. You couldn't do anything. She just felt like she was right there. I had a good feeling on her. She had a good feeling from me, and we could just ride. And there's nothing more to say. She was amazing. So we go into the jump off. We go second of 6. I think it was 6. And, the idea going early is you have to lay down a very quick competitive time to make others push. Generally, it's hard in the very beginning of a jump off when you go in the beginning to really set down you just shut the door, you can't beat me time. And sometimes that's not the best thing to do because if you do that, you're more often to make an error. So the goal generally when you go early in jump off is to go really quick and fast, of course, but to put the pressure on the other riders, to be quick and fast, but clear, instead of just barnstorming speed. Because that pressure on a clear pushes riders to go faster than maybe they feel they should, or they go faster than they actually need to beat my time, but they have a rail doing it. So it was really important to go clear in quick and clear in the jump off. So let's watch the jump off. Okay, here we go for the jump off. Same first fence, 1, 2, 3 is the same. Nice going distance to fence 1, gallop off fence 2. Again, wall with a little bit of an angle. That's kind of a hard fence to do in a jump off, but you really got to be straight. Same 7 strides. Some people did 6, but I chose a bit of a safer track to do 7 because we had to turn sharp right. A lot of angle to this vertical with the Liverpool, so you really had to pay attention there. And then I was thinking about doing 7, but I did 8 because it just was a better decision. Then around the gazebo, there's tons of angle on this vertical, a little bit close on the right-hand side. She really did a great job there. And then I could take more advantage here to the combination than most because she jumps the combinations so well. Some people had issues there. And then 8 strides to the last, just as we did in the first round. Some people did 7, but for me, 8 was the call. So look, Kalinka's amazing. She, there have been plenty of videos where we've talked about this. I don't need to explain, she's amazing. And I felt like after that round, I did what I needed to do. It was quick, there was an ad or two. I knew I left some time on the table. I knew the time was beatable. I was super happy that I would jump clear and I was quick, put pressure on. That was the goal. I did the goal, which, I love doing. But I knew it was beatable and I had great combinations to follow. But it's important that for me, that what we walked and we set the goal for the ride and the ride happens. And she was, 1 to 2 was super, followed along to 3, the turn to fence 4, that vertical is so airy, 3 pulls with a Liverpool with water in it, around a blind turn, she just was spectacular. And then because I went second, I had to watch a bunch of riders come after me. And that's always nerve-wracking, especially the great combinations that followed. But what I hoped to do, was successful. I put enough pressure on that people really had to push, and they had rails accordingly. And I ended up winning. I'm so proud of Kalinka. She's just... There's no words to explain it. I'm so proud of the whole team of Pomponio who helped put everything together, help, all the grooms, the vets, trainers, managers, everything that make it happen for me to ride in the ring. And after a long year, we've shown in a bunch of places and we've had a long year, and it's just such a great way to, cap off our year, cap off the year for Kalinka. And I'm just so grateful for the team I have, for my parents, Mackenzie, everyone. And I can't wait to show again next year.